somber 2 weeks for the entire community and has unfortunately come to a tragic end. The body of 16-year-old Miyonna Jones was discovered earlier in Pender County. We want to send our condolences to her family, her friends during this extremely difficult time. We're asking the community to keep them uplifted in prayer.
Family members are supposed to always and at all costs defend one another. Unfortunately, the 16-year-old in this instance, who had a brother with a lengthy criminal past, never imagined that he would turn on her and perform the same crime for which he had been convicted. In this story, we will examine the tragic events surrounding 16-year-old Miyonna Jones, who perished at the hands of her brother, a man who was supposed to protect her. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Miyonna's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Wilmington. Wilmington is a port city in and the county seat of New Hanover County in coastal southeastern North Carolina. The city has a population of around 120,000 residents, making it the 8th most populous city in the state. Wilmington rose to fame as North Carolina's port city because of its connection to the Cape Fear River as well as its bustling railroad system, which extended for 161 miles, and which at one point was the largest railroad system in the world. On November 11, 2005, Miyonna Sellers gave birth to her daughter, Miyonna Jones, and her father, Jahreese Jones. She was a student at New Hanover High School and was known for being a really nice and sympathetic person. Miyonna's mother reported her missing to the police on November 1, 2022. Regrettably, the police did not appear to be paying much attention to the 16-year-old's disappearance. She begged on social media for assistance in finding her daughter. Up until a second 16-year-old in the vicinity was reported missing, leading authorities to believe the disappearances are connected to the same individual. When the hunt got underway, all that was known about her whereabouts was that she had been last seen in Wilmington on South 7th Street. The search involved multiple agencies. District Attorney Ben David stated that at one time in the police inquiry into Miyonna's disappearance, the investigation took them to the New Hanover landfill, and they were convinced that awful things had occurred to Miyonna. The location of Miyonna's remains was discovered in Pender County, North Carolina, as opposed to the landfill in New Hanover County, where authorities had first concentrated their search. What brought authorities to Pender County to look for Miyonna has not been made public.
Switching gears, we're learning new details tonight about the discovery of a local teen who went missing 2 weeks ago.
Wilmington police say the body of Miyonna Jones was found this morning. WAY's Celeste Smith joins us live in the newsroom with more. Celeste.
Well, Hannah and Jeff, Wilmington Police Chief Donnie Williams and New Hanover County District Attorney Ben David say that there are still 2 suspects identified in the case of Miyonna Jones.
Miyonna Jones' half-brother, Jahreese Jones, has been in custody since November 2nd. His girlfriend, Randi Johnson, was charged with obstruction of justice on November 5th and are expected to possibly face additional charges.
We do anticipate murder charges coming out. But we are going to be deliberate and make sure that we have the necessary forensic evaluations that need to take place.
Chief Williams says police searched the New Hanover County landfill for Miyonna Jones for the last 2 weeks.
This is an active, ongoing investigation, and we're doing everything in our power to ensure that anyone involved, they're charged to the fullest extent with the commission of this despicable crime.
They were assisted by multiple agencies, including New Hanover County Sheriff's Office, FBI, Brunswick Search and Rescue, Pender County Sheriff's Office, Wilmington Fire, and Q Center for Missing Persons.
I have never seen a more extensive investigation to try and bring a child home than what I've been personally witnessing over these last 2 weeks. This is not the homecoming any of us wanted, but I applaud all of those agencies.
We want to send our condolences to her family, her friends during this extremely difficult time. We're asking the community to keep them uplifted in prayer.
Although the landfill was the center of the search initially, District Attorney Ben David did not share what led investigators to Pender County, where Miyonna's body was found. Her 17th birthday would have been last Friday.
After it was claimed that Jahreese had been in his car alone with an out-of-seat teenager, Jahreese was eventually placed under arrest. Accused of first-degree murder, her half-brother was taken into custody on November 2, 2022. Since providing false statements to law enforcement on numerous occasions with the intent to defraud the investigation, Jahreese Jones' girlfriend, Randi Johnson, 27, has been charged with felony obstruction of justice. Court filings reveal this information. Johnson was taken into custody on November 5. Additionally, Judy McKnight, Jones's grandmother, was detained on suspicion of obstructing justice, according to Wilmington police. In new suspect developments, 61-year-old Judy McKnight has been charged with felony obstructing justice and is in the New Hanover County Jail under a $100,000 secured bond. McKnight is the founder of Moms in Mourning, a group founded in 2015 to help mothers who have lost children to violence and illness. McKnight is also the grandmother of Jahreese Jones, who is Miyonna's half-brother and is charged with first-degree murder in connection with her death. According to the Wilmington Police Department, Jahreese Jones, who was charged in 2022 with the murder of his half-sister, is currently facing multiple new charges, including first-degree rape in connection with a cold case from August 2015. In relation to the 2015 case, Jahreese Jones has been charged with first-degree kidnapping, armed robbery, and rape. He was granted a $1 million secured bond during his Thursday, March 21 court appearance, but because to his capital murder charge, he is still being held without bond.
There are new details tonight on a cold case that's nearly a decade old. Investigators have charged a man for rape, robbery, and kidnapping.
That man, Jahreese Jones, is already charged with killing his half-sister in an unrelated case. WECT's Zach Solon heard from a detective about what led to the new charges in this case.
Fran and John, a WBD detective tells me DNA tested from a 2015 rape kit matched Jahreese Jones's DNA, and further investigation led police to file charges against him. Jones is in prison right now, serving time for sex offense and assault convictions from a separate 2015 incident. Jahreese Jones is charged with killing his 16-year-old half-sister Miyonna Jones in 2022. He now faces new charges, including rape and kidnapping, stemming from an incident Wilmington police detective Joshua Childress says happened in 2015.
We received a CODIS hit, so that's the Combined DNA Index System. That did tie back to some DNA previously collected from Jahreese Jones. It did come back to this 2015 sexual assault case, and based off of that, with further investigation, we decided to charge him.
Jones is currently in prison. He was convicted on separate assault charges in 2017. He was out on parole and went back to prison when he was charged with murder.
And because of that, our office is now going to make active plans to return Mr. Jones back to New Hanover County to face these additional charges.
District Attorney Ben David says the new charges against Jones are separate from his capital murder trial.
Even though he faces the most serious charges already in the death of his sister, the victim, who is entirely unrelated, in this case it's a stranger incident, deserves justice too, and we're going to make sure that we do everything we can to bring justice about in this case.
David says his office will work through the next steps in both of these pending cases.
We have to make the call now on which case goes to trial first, and that's going to be a decision we only undertake after meeting with detectives and having what we call a critical case review, or CCR. Obviously, we want to make sure that if there's evidence from one case that can be used in another.
Police say the new charges against Jones are not related to the ones he's currently serving prison time for. If he's convicted of killing Miyonna Jones, he could face the death penalty. Zach Solon, WECT News.
Jahreese Jones is also accused of sexually assaulting his half-sister and enlisting the help of his girlfriend and grandmother to cover up evidence. We hope Miyonna's family receives justice and answers to any questions they may have for Jahreese, allowing them to find peace and move forward. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.